All right. Camera's recording.
You're gonna be able to hear me all right, Corey?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got dibs.
Okay.
David, can you talk?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's why we got you on the show.
All right, who wants to hold the boom? Actually. I can multitask.
Stone's the best dressed. He should
Stone doesn't disappoint. Can you believe how tall they are?
That's crazy.
I know. I'll have to start getting on a chair soon to talk to them.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
All right. Ready?
Ready?
You're probably pretty good at this already.
I hope so.
All right, we're here with David Price. Thanks for being with us. So I want to talk about avoiding being broke and broken through your career. And of course, you've got a great career. For those who maybe just normally watch Lifetime or the Weather Channel or something and don't know who you are, maybe you could tell everybody a little bit about your background.
Name is David Price. I am 29 years old from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Live in Nashville now. Went to Vanderbilt for 3 years. I am 1 semester away from graduating from there right now, so I'm going to knock that out as soon as I get done with baseball. And got a French bulldog named Astro, and that's probably the biggest thing I'm known for.
Well, there's that whole Cy Young thing. I think some people bring that up occasionally.
Yeah, that was a good year in 2012. Threw the ball very well, so
Yeah.
that was big.
And a few times, of course, on the All-Star team. You know, I was looking at a statistic, and I want you to just talk about this for a second because it just speaks a little bit about what you must have done, how hard you must have worked to get here. There's 455,300 kids playing baseball right now. 6 of them will ever get paid to play baseball. And of those 6, of course, that's like minor league maybe or something. So to get to the point of being at your level, not only playing in the MLB, but excelling, it's crazy. So what is it that you could tell people watching about getting to that sort of best of the best level? What has it been the unique factor?
Just probably the people that I've met along the way that have helped me out. You know, just you know, the strength coaching in college. You know, my college coaches, the coaches I had in summer ball whenever I was growing up, stuff like that. I felt like I was always surrounded with the people that I needed to be surrounded with on the baseball field and away from the baseball field, and that was the biggest thing for me. You know, I wasn't in trouble in school. I wasn't in trouble, you know, out of school. You know, I kept my head straight. I made good grades, and I was always very focused. And I definitely have my parents to thank for that. You know, they're still together. They showed me, you know, the right way to do things, and without them, you know, it would have been a lot more tough to be where I am right now.
So good coaches and advisors, the right people around you.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have a very special relationship with my advisors, so it's pretty unique.
That's awesome. So now we're here talking about success beyond baseball as well as during your time here. So what are you doing now that's guaranteeing that there's going to be a good future also?
Taking care of my body. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I feel like once you get into the swing of things in the season, you know, you get done with games at, you know, 10, 11 o'clock, and it's not really the ideal times to eat. And you really have to be able to take care of your body. You have to be able to get the right amount of sleep and stuff like that, because when you don't, it all adds up and it builds up. Whenever you get to August and September and October, your body, you know, it can definitely shut down, and that's a big time when guys, you know, get some injuries. So I feel like the end of the year and the beginning of the year is when you really need to have yourself in check, especially your body. Making sure you're getting the right amount of sleep, eating good, you know, drinking, you know, getting the right fluids in you, and I've been able to do that so far.
Yeah, we're talking about being not broke or broken. So anything specific, like are there things nutritionally maybe that other people are getting sucked into that you're avoiding?
I haven't really bought into all the super healthy foods, and you know, maybe at some point whenever they get to tasting a little bit better, you know, I might do that, because I really enjoy to eat. You know, that's one of my favorite things to do is to have a good meal. So I feel like if I can work a little bit harder, you know, I can continue to to eat the way that I have, and it's going to be tough for me to give up the foods that I enjoy. But you know, I'm just making sure I put the right stuff in my body. You know, day in and day out. You know, this just isn't something that you flip a switch whenever the season gets here and you start to do things the right way. You know, this is a continuation on from, you know, the off season as well. So had a good off season. You know, my body feels good right now, and it's ready for spring training.
So then on a fitness side, just keeping your muscles, joints, everything healthy, anything unique you do there to get yourself ready?
I mean, I have my routine every single day that I do in the weight room before I come out here and throw a baseball. So I found that out probably 3 years ago, you know, in spring training. I can't just wake up and go out there and throw as hard as I want, you know, first thing in the morning. You know, I had to get my body going, and, you know, coming with getting a little bit older, you know, I feel like I found that out. You know, having guys like Kyle around and watching the way that he goes about his business in the weight room, you know, before practice, after practice, you know, to be able to do that at his age, to have that many, you know, years in baseball, that's phenomenal. So just, you know, picking stuff up from guys like that, and it's, you know, I think everybody kind of has to learn their body, and when they do, you have to take hold of it.
Awesome. Well, let's get into some financial stuff. So the thing that kills people is this budget issue. I've actually talked to financial advisors that say it's impossible to keep an athlete on a budget. And so then when you look at what happens, so if you've got, say, $50,000 you could be investing every month, but if the spending's out of control and there's really no budget, and half of that isn't making it over to the advisor, then in a 10-year career, you're looking at $4 or $5 million you'd be out, just that difference between 50 and 25. So what are some things you do to make sure that you're managing your budget properly?
Oh, my advisor, Bo McInnes, he does a phenomenal job. You know, he has his team in Nashville, and they take care of all my money. You know, all my money management, they take care of it, and they've taken great care of me ever since I've, you know, signed up with those guys when I was in college. And that's just my relationship with him. You know, I have no doubts about him. You know, I don't go to bed worrying about money or if my money's being mishandled, and that's you know, that's something very special, and it's something that guys need to have, you know, with the guys that are taking care of, you know, the rest of their lives. You know, it's not just a 2, 3, 4, 5 year thing. You know, this is for the rest of your life. You know, it's setting up your retirement, you know, your kids and their kids and stuff like that. So to make sure that your money is being handled the right way is very important.
So how does that work with spending? So obviously you get to spend whatever you want, it's your money, but how do you manage what stays with your advisor and what goes into whatever you like to buy?
Well, I don't spend a whole lot, so you know, I don't buy clothes or anything anymore. I just kind of wear what I have, and I get some free stuff every now and then. Yeah. So I just tell them to put it all up. You know, I love watching my money grow, and to be able to do that, I have to have it invested and put away. And I'm okay with not having access to $3 and $4 million. I don't need it. You know, if I needed to buy something with you know, that quantity, you know, we would be able to make it happen. But those type of purchases are, you know, they're not in my visions right now. Yeah. So I just want to watch my money grow, and I meet with my agent Bo in Nashville probably once every other week, and he, you know, brings his sheets of the money and tells me where I'll be at when I'm 35, 45, 50, 60, and to watch that number grow. And you know, if you spend X amount, you know, per month, and you're making this amount, you know, this is where you'll be at. Just to see those numbers, it's pretty fun.
So you don't get into the dumb spending of a lot of just massive Bentleys and big watches and mansions and...
No, yeah. I'm not into that. I mean, like I said before, I like to watch it grow, and to be able to do that, I have to have it, and I need to have it in the bank. So that's one thing that my agent always talks about whenever I get money. You know, get it to him. You know, he doesn't want me sitting around with $5,000, you know, $10,000, $15,000, you know, in my house just because I want to have some spending money, because he's really showed me the importance of, you know, what that money can make. It might not make a lot in, you know, in a couple months, but you leave that money in there for an extended period of time, and it will generate, you know, your everyday spending. So if I'm, you know, spending what I'm making on my interest, you know, my net never goes down, and that's the goal. Nice.
So you get an advisor, don't spend like crazy, and fall in love with watching it grow. That's good David Price advice right there.
That's my best advice.
Now, as far as bills coming in, so you know, you don't want to be distracted. You want to focus on throwing a baseball and winning games, and so you got bills coming in left and right. How do you manage that so you can stay focused?
Everything goes to Bo. He handles all of my bills, everything. He wants me to play baseball. You know, that's what I've lived and breathed my entire life. It's what I've wanted to be ever since I was 2 years old. So he handles all the money stuff, all the bills, everything that comes in goes straight to his office, and he handles it. And it's it's really a breath of fresh relief. Whenever I see other guys in the big leagues that are my friends and my teammates, talking about I got to get online and pay my cell phone bill, or I got to get online and pay my mortgage, or whatever they have to do. I don't have to do that. And for him to really be able to take care of me the way that he has, it's more than a friendship. I feel like he is definitely an extended part of my family, and he's been there for me ever since day one.
So find somebody you can trust who is paying those bills, so you're not on your cell phone during the game trying to figure out if you're late on your light bill or something, so you can stay focused. So getting somebody to do it for you so you can stay focused on sport and what you want to focus on. And even just what does that mean to your life that you don't have to worry about any of this stuff, just even beyond the game?
It's crazy. I obviously I have a ton of friends, and just knowing what they go through, on a day-to-day basis, not necessarily knowing how much they're going to have after their paycheck and once they get their bills paid and stuff like that, just to not have to worry about the money aspect of life, I feel like is huge. It takes a huge boulder off of you. Whenever you can do that, you can really just sit back, relax, and enjoy what you're doing, and put everything that you have into what you love. And that's what I've been able to do, and I think that's going to propel you in your sport.
Great. Well, that's all we have. That's perfect. We really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Have a great season.
I appreciate it.